Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday. Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're watching us. Welcome to this episode of the Digital Business Forum. Every Sunday where we come out here to inspire you and inform you about what's going on in the digital space. Today, we do have a special guest. We have Jancy Roy. Hi, Jancy. Yeah, we'll give her an opportunity to introduce herself in a minute, but I would like to bring in my co-host, Dorothy, to introduce herself if you're watching us for the very first time. Dorothy.
All right. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome once again to the Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired. If it's your first time to see me, my name is Dorothy Nakalema from Uganda, a mom. I'm the proud digital business coach. That's a brief one. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Dorothy. And Jancy, this is your opportunity to let our people know who you are. So your introductions, please.
Sure, David. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to your business forum. As David introduced, my name is Jancy Roy. I'm originally from Kerala State, India. I settled in Australia. I have 4 children, and my husband, we settled in Australia 18 years before. And I'm a registered nurse by profession, and I'm a business coach too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that brief introduction. Wow. I think it's fair to say, Dorothy, that today we get to host an individual originally from India, Kerala State. I think you're the very first one to join us. We've interviewed a couple of people from across the globe. But yeah, it's quite an honor and pleasure to have you here, And of course, we realize that it's late out there in Australia, and we do appreciate that you've made the time to join us and do this, story for our people. Well, without wasting so much time, Jancy, could you elaborate on your journey into the digital online business world, for our audience? What motivated you to do this kind of business?
Thank you so much once again, and it is a real privilege and honor to be here with you, Coach Dorothy and David. Thank you so much. So if I say about my business journey, I started my business journey 2023 August. I think it is 17th of August. So I was actually having a little look at this business 5 years before. That time there was no much advertisement or much you can see in social media. So I have seen one of the guy from Sydney, Australia, a small Facebook post. That's how I came to know this business, but I was thinking it is a scam, and my husband straight away told me, don't get into this. This is a scam. So, and I keep telling him, no, I don't think it is a scam, but he was so reluctant. He said, no, don't get involved with any of this. But this guy was sending me a few informations, like, he posts testimonials. I didn't even register because I was that skeptical. I was that scared. So I knew I was watching 5 years outside, not getting into business. After 5 years, sixth year, I saw one of the girl from UK. I saw her advertisement while I was watching a message, Christian message. That's how I was thinking, oh, she sounds very genuine. Like,
Right.
she's from my state and I don't know her, but she sounds very genuine. And first of all, I could build my trust with her, even though she's a stranger for me. So I watched her advertisement, and I think 3 times I watched, and then I came to know, like, she's not a scammer, and this is a real business. That's how the third time when I watched, I registered with my email, and when I watched the video, webinar, I came to know, oh, this is the one I was watching. Like, I still remember Darren and Mike, Leanne, Karen and Chris. I remember only these 4 people.
Right.
No, so 5 people. So I said, oh, this is the one I was watching. So that's why I thought, oh, so this is not a scam. So I started, but my family, I started very secretly. Like, no one in my house knew that I started this business, because the time when I started this business, my family was completely ripped off. Like, we were totally crushed. We had multiple family issues. That was during COVID. My husband went to India. His dad, my mom passed away. I couldn't go. My husband's dad, he was sick the same time. So he was stuck in India for 15 months. He couldn't come. So he went into a deep depression, and he totally, I don't know how it happened. He's a lovely husband, but when 15 months he was back home, he was thinking he could never come back because he didn't have he had the permanent residency, but he's not the citizen. So he was thinking he won't be able to come back, which actually um, took him to a deep depression. And when he came, because my niece, we actually bring her over here for study, so we spent almost $20,000 for her study, but she was literally um, using all our money, and she brainwashed my husband. So totally my family was ripped off. Like, husband wife relation is broken. I got four children, 3 sons and 1 daughter. So all 3 sons and dad relationship is broken. My daughter and father relationship is broken. So it's literally, we were living in a big house like a housemates. We don't talk
Mm.
each other. I hit my rock bottom in my life. That's the time I took this decision. Then my husband was holding all my finances, my salary, everything. So when this problem came, I said, I need to have my salary. So with a lot of trouble, lot of fight, I managed to get my bank card. And then that's the time I came to know that we were in a lot of debt, like multiple credit cards, multiple
Mm.
personal loans in my name. And I don't know how many he has got,
Oh,
because I could only see mine. So I was thinking, where do I go? Like, there is no way for me to get out of that debt. It that many. And even though I do clinical nursing, I got a very good salary, but I know I won't be able to clear all these debts. So this business was my lifeline. Actually, I always say this is my life jacket. It was my life jacket. There is no way for me, and I just hit rock bottom. I have no peace. I wasn't eating. I went into a deep depression. I go to work because I have to go to work. I go to work with a different face, smiling face, come back home. After my shower, I just lie down in my bed and cry. Some days I eat, some days I don't eat. So that was my start. My beginning was very rough. My road was not very smooth. It was very rough. Nobody in my house I could talk about this business. So this is the time I know no one take a decision to start a business that time when you are completely crushed.
Right.
But I'm a believer, so my strong faith helped me to go forward. So the time, myself and my God, only two of us. There is no one for me. I feel like, I felt there is nobody in this world except God. He's the only person, only God who can help me. So I prayed, and then I took the decision to start this journey. And I didn't tell anyone. When the parcel came into my house about 3 weeks, they saw the parcel coming. Sorry, I try not to be not
Yeah.
to be emotional.
Fine.
Yeah.
So when then they asked me, what is this? Because I don't get any parcels. So I said, oh, it's a parcel. And they said, yeah, we know it is a parcel, but what is it? And they keep asking me. So I said, yeah, I started a business. So then they asked me, what business? So I just left. It was in the kitchen, so I just left upstairs so that I don't need to answer them. So I came upstairs, and I tried to avoid when we were all together, because when we were together, then they might bring some questions. So I tried to avoid those questions. Then they see me sitting in front of the computer. I am having a talk with somebody outside. So then they didn't ask me, but they were watching me what I was doing. I'm in front of the computer, asking, setting up everything I was doing. And then after I finish all the setting up of the business, again, I went into like a cocoon stage. I just went, I don't know what to do. I was so confused. What did I do? Why did I invest this much amount? What am I doing? Because I couldn't actually continue. I was questioning myself. Then I was asking God, God, what have I done wrong? Just reveal it so that I can correct myself. Reveal it. I need an answer. Why this happened to me? Like, I haven't done anything wrong to anyone. I tried to help everybody, but my life is completely gone. There is no hope. Life, there is no meaning. So what is the point of living? In a point, I just walked out of my house. I went to the railway station. I was sitting in the bench, and I was thinking, I got an early shift tomorrow. I don't have energy to go to work, but if this is the way I have to live in this house, I better leave. Maybe just end up my life. Then my Christian faith didn't allow me to do that. I was thinking, no, I don't want to end up in hell. So I shouldn't be doing that. So the little faith, like a mustard seed, helped me to pull over, to continue. Then I
Right.
was, then my kids came, two of my son came to the railway station, and they called me, Mom, come back home, don't do this, we are with you. And then what I was thinking, I'll catch the train, I'll go to hospital. There is so many couch there in the ground floor. I will sit one of the corner, I will sleep there, and in the morning I will go to the ward. That was my plan. I even looked for a house, and I told my kids, I can't live in this house. I will look for a separate house, and um, you guys can stay here. I will pay the all the bills, mortgage, everything I will pay, but I can't live in this house. I even look for a separate student accommodation to share with someone in the city where my hospital is. So I was so confused. I don't know what to do. Then so one day I was lying in my bed. Every day I cry. I keep crying. And my daughter was telling, Mom, you will end up in one of the mental hospital if you continue to do like this. And she asked me to go to GP. And I said, no, I don't want to go to GP because I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to receive anybody's call, just want to be isolated. So my mentor was actually contacting me. I don't pick up her call. Multiple times I didn't pick up her call. And then after sometimes I feel so guilty. I call her back and I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I just miss your call." And then I talked to her. So she was checking on me in between while I was in that cocoon stage. So because of her prompting, every now and then she's been checking. Probably that's the reason I came back to the business. One day when I was lying down in my bed crying, I realized, no, I shouldn't do this. I spend a lot of money investing for this business. I
Right.
have to do. There is no one in my family is going to do anything for this debt except me. I'm the only one. I have to take an action. So I got out of my bed. I went to the computer. I went to the computer, opened the training site, though nothing went in my brain. I have no clue what I was doing, but I opened the training site, gone through the videos, I read, even though nothing is going in my head. So I did that probably 2 hours, and the next day, the same thing I did, the next day, same thing I did. And it actually gradually absorbed my brain, and I started watching the training site videos. I wasn't a social media person. I wasn't a tech, tech savvy, but I started from there. That was my beginning. And then I was unstoppable. From there, I just, my close friends, few of them, my manager knows what's going on in my family. So my friends, they say, you are resurrected from your deathbed. You were dead, but you were resurrected. And I said, this business is the one which give me life, my mental peace and financial freedom, time freedom. I'm so happy. My family is actually very support, not very, but I'm the one doing everything, but they don't say any negative now. Um, yeah, that is my story. You want me to tell the remaining story, or as you go with the questions, I will answer?
Yes, I think we'll try to guide
Make
the
it.
conversation so that we'll make it a little easier for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for that part you shared out there. There was a lot to learn, especially the fact that, at the end of the day, you were able to turn your frustration into unstoppable fuel for for your business. You hit rock
Yes.
bottom. It's interesting. You started at your lowest. The family was disintegrating. You weren't talking. You're living in the same house, and with it can get very toxic. It can get very toxic when you're with people and
Yes.
they're close people, but you're not talking. There are issues, pending issues to resolve. And then during that same time, it's interesting. And it blows my mind how you actually start a business in that kind of a state, because, well, you're I can't say, but you're not in the right mind, because your mind is all over the
Yes.
place. You're not
Yes.
really that settled to make such an informed decision, especially on things such as digital businesses. It can be really a challenge, you know. It can really be a challenge. I would like to bring in Dorothy to add on to that, or ask the next one of the questions on our set of questions. Dorothy.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. Some people go through a lot out there and they think they're going it, they are alone. But you just remind me, um, I think it's James 2:19. You can believe without faith, but you cannot have faith without belief. So
Yes.
it means that whatever you are going through, most because you had that faith that there is an option, I can still go through it, and at the same time you are not quiet, whereby you had people running out to you. It is a very difficult situation, whereby most people, they cannot take that bold decision to start a business in that mindset. Most of them, I know a lot of people, some of them reach out to me and they're like, I'm still going through with my her husband is divorced or my wife's divorce. I want to add anything on my mind. I wanted this business, but let me settle this. But for your case, that you were going through all of that and still you had to take that leap of faith, and you're like, okay, well, this is happening, but the fact is, my name, I can't run it away from all the credits on my name. It's not going to work itself. I will still be the one to work it out so that I can clear my name to be clean without any date. So I'm just out of words because I saw that it is kind of fresh that you're still, even while sharing your journey, it is very emotional. It's kind of a fresh one. And our audience is like our audience out there, followers, if you're going to watch this replay and this story resonates with you, because we are all human beings in life, there is challenges, but the most important thing is your faith. If you have faith and you believe, trust me, that is the first thing in each and everything we are doing on this planet. And thank God that you're here. Wow.
Mhm. Thank
Anyways,
you.
guys, I'm not gonna say much. It was, if you haven't watched when our guest is giving her journey, watch the replay. If you're still that you're going through something and you're like, I can't do anything, I'm in depression, this was beyond depression. Most of us, if we reach your extent where you are, do you know what is in our mind? Let me get a ticket and go back home so that I find my family. But your case, it looked like you even didn't have that option on you. You're like, it's already maybe too late for me. Now even if I go back home, maybe I'm starting from scratch. And you're like, you are not prepared, because a clinical nurse, here is a registered nurse, to go back home or in your home country, starting life from scratch. Yet you've been here, went to school, studied, been working, and then like everything, it's gone. It is really not something. I now see the reason as to why you had other options. I'm not gonna mention it. Go watch the replay. You will see the option. But we thank God that she had faith, and because of this business, she's live and kicking. Wow, that's wonderful. So, according to all that situation, what you went through, and you were not in the right mindset, but I'm glad that you have been seeing the business for 5 years. And for my question was like, how have you been able to identify a good opportunity to jump on it? To the fact that you mentioned that you've been seeing the business for over 5 years, but you were not taking action. So it means those due diligence and everything. What did you like? At what point did you get to say, okay, I've been waiting for all these 5 years, but now it's time for me to jump onto this business? What was that?
Um, mm, if I say, like, 5 years I watched because I want to make sure this is the genuine business, because there is a lot of social, lot of online business. We don't know, it might be scam.
Mhm.
And I just, as a Christian, I don't want to make any bad name. I don't want to make any bad name to my family. So I was very careful. So I watched everything. And when I saw this ad, the my mentor's ad,
Mhm.
the way she was talking, such a simple way, like, she's been uh, a genuine person, like me. I was thinking, I don't think she is telling lie. It's not a lie. I don't think I can talk to social media or in YouTube or something like that if I am lying. So I trust her the way she was talking. So the trust, first of all, I trust her, even though I don't know her. She's a nurse. She had one child special needs. Because of her child special needs, she came into this business. So it actually touched my heart. And I said, no, this is not scam. This is a real business. That's where I watched three times, not the first time I didn't take any decision. So I
Mhm.
watched her ad three times. The third day, I took the decision and I said, but I prayed. I prayed to God, God, I just want to get out of my mess. There is no way I can get out of this debt. So I need to get out of this mess. Show me a way where I need to go. So I've been praying, praying, even in front after watching the ad, I prayed. And then I took the decision. I said, God, I'm taking this decision trusting you. You will guide me. I don't know what is social media marketing. I don't know how to do this. And I have no one except you. Guide me, help me to achieve. And I just want to clear my debt. I want to
Mm.
clear my mortgage before my retirement because
Wow.
I have another 5, 6 years in workforce. So before I retire, I want to clear my debt. I want to clear my mortgage. That was my initial aim.
Mhm.
And then I have a heart to mission. I want to support many people. I want to help the mission. So this needs was in front of me, but I can't actually do anything. So I keep praying and with completely trusting God, not my knowledge, but I depend on God's wisdom. I started my journey.
Wow. Wow, that's wonderful. David, do you want to add something here?
Well, it's self-explanatory, Dorothy.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah, it's clear. It's self-explanatory. She she's a woman of faith,
faith,
definitely. You see
yeah.
that, yeah, for whatever she's doing, she has a driving force. And for many people, it's the why, you know, people come up with the why of why they do what they do. But sometimes when you're driven by faith, okay,
Mhm.
it's also another dimension of doing things, because she was in such a dark place, but she had this, feeling that she has to get herself out of the situation it has to do, and that in itself kind of drives you. You know, it kind of drives you. The lady, she mentioned that she saw an ad and she kind of, she didn't know this person, but the voice in her was telling her, you know what, there is something here. So it's a leap of faith.
Mhm.
So you took a leap of faith and it paid off. And with that, really, that's adorable. Um, Jancy, I wanted to ask you something. Were there any moments when you felt like giving up? And what motivated you to keep going? Because you starting under those circumstances, and of course, you are doing new business, you had this new community, you're talking to people under the circumstances you mentioned. Um, what was it like? Did you at some point feel like, what am I doing? Because it's a business and it's not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, like we always tell people, you're running a business, therefore it requires your full engagement, you know to put together all these tools that you work with, and organize, do your bit of training here and there. So what was that like for you? What kept motivating you, if you were at such a point where you felt like this is overwhelming?
Um, So, if I say it's my hard work, I can say God, through God's help, but I was working hard. I never miss a Zoom meeting. Sometimes, especially for us, it is late night Zoom meeting, and sometimes
Yeah.
it finish like 12 midnight. I always never miss a Zoom meeting, and and sometimes some days I sit down until 2:30 to do my training. Everything, if I can't do, I keep trying, like maybe 5 times I keep trying, and the last time it will work. Then
Mm.
only I contact my mentor. If I can't, I try the maximum I try, and if I can't, that's the time I contact my mentor. I will send a voice message. Hi, I can't do this. I don't know what is how this is. I don't know. So that's the time. But I go to the training site. I know young people, they might need to watch only one time, but for me, I need to watch 3 times or maybe 4 times. I watch the video and then I keep doing it, watching, and then again I try. So I still remember until 5:30, I sit down whole night watching the training side. I was no this one DNS setting. I know in the setting I had
Mm.
some mistake and I couldn't figure it out until 5:30 morning, and then next day, the same day morning, we were flying to India. And I said, oh no, I need to do this before I go. 6:30 we need to leave house to the airport. 5:30 I finish the setting up. I am that determined. If I want to do something, I will do it. There is no excuse. Whatever comes in my way, no, I will do it. Whether it is late night, whether I need to sit 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, it doesn't matter, because my focus is on to be successful. And I wasn't
Right.
looking for the result. I don't know, somehow I don't focus on the result, but I keep doing the training side. I keep attending the webinar,
Mastermind.
mastermind,
Mm.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I never miss any of those, and especially the late night. Always our leaders tell me, oh my God, you are wonderful. You never miss one. So because that Zoom meeting is, it's something really special. You can interact, you can ask questions, you get a lot of golden nuggets from there. So if
Right.
I know there is replay, but I always try to attend. I will present every single Zoom meetings. So it's my determination, hard work behind it. You have to sacrifice something to gain something, I
Something.
believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so sleep, you can sleep later on, once you settle everything, you can sleep. But in the beginning time, when you are setting up the business, once you are running this business, you have to put your time, your effort, because the business is mine. I need to take charge of my business. So I know my mentor is there, but she is not the one running my business. I need to do, because the need is mine. My family needs my input in this, the circumstances what we are going through. So
Mm.
it's me, and I believe the family is given to me. God has given to me this opportunity to bring my family out of that pit.
Right.
So there is no one we can depend on, so I have to do it. Sometimes I ask my son. I remember one time I asked my son, one of my son, can you just show me how to do the screenshot in laptop, because I know how to do the screenshot
On
in
the
the
phone.
phone. But and then he said, Mom, you never asked me when you started this business. You spent this much. Because one time I said $11,000 I spent. And then he said, oh my God, are
Goodness.
you a fool? Why did you do that? You never asked any one of us. You never told any one of us that you are doing this. All this online is a scam. Why did you do that? He started getting angry, and I said, "Oh, Jim, can you just show me how to do this? I won't ask you anymore. Just show me." And then he wasn't very happy, but he came, and instead of showing me, he did it. And I said, "No, you just tell me so that I don't need to ask you next time."
Right.
So then, even though he is not very happy, he just showed me. I never get any support from any of my children. They are all adults. My oldest son is 33. My daughter is 31. My third son is 26, and the youngest one is 25. All are adult, but none of them I can ask. I can't ask my husband. So it's just me and God.
Wow. Wow. Wow, Jancy, you do have quite a resolve to do things. The level of responsibility that you took on and the resolve to get it done, it's outstanding, a very outstanding performance. Because I know one thing for sure, whenever I see somebody coach, it tells me something. These people have gone through through stages to where they are, you know, because but the beauty of the business is that you do have support, you do have mentorship, you do have coaching. Our coaches are wonderful people. They'll always be there to support you when you need help. But we have wonderful mentors as well. But you see, coaching and mentorship, it's not easy to mentor and coach people, especially from across the globe, especially Australia. What's the time where you are as we speak, Jancy?
Now it's 7:14 a.m.
It's 7:14 a.m. Imagine that. I used to coach somebody in Australia, a lady. Australia is also interesting. You have two time zones, right?
Yeah, different time zones, every
Yes.
state.
Yeah. So wow, it was really difficult to get a hold of them. But you see, they would communicate, send a text. I would see the text in the morning, but then that tells me something. I have to be awake many times around 2 a.m. my time to be able
Mm.
to support that person in Australia. So I had to work a schedule, and be there, spend an hour or some minutes, with that person to try and get things done. Otherwise, we are awake, you guys are asleep, you know. So there was always that. But yeah, it's interesting and it's good that you, with your resolve, you never miss a mastermind. You know how to take advantage of all the resources, because
Yeah.
there's so many resources out there, but not everybody takes advantage of them. I'm one of those. I want to be honest with you. I take advantage of coaching. I take advantage of mentorship. Um, the training is so easy, video based. You know what I mean? What you see is what you get. Monkey do, monkey see, monkey do. That
Like you
kind of
do.
thing. But then, yeah. But then again, there are those masterminds. I know they're powerful, but sometimes at the time they're running, you're busy doing something else. Especially here, it's usually
5 p.m.
uh, 5 p.m. You know, they go on at 5 p.m., last an hour. But 5 p.m. here in California, it's, you're either winding up with work for those that do an 8 to 5 as well, or for us that still do consulting in other areas, you are still working, but the mastermind is on. So you think of doing replays, okay? But then also that requires a discipline. But here you are, you've been attending each one of these.
Live
You never
mastermind.
miss. You never miss. So wow, you're the true definition of be present for your business. When they say be present for your business, it will reward you. I believe you are the true definition of that. If be present for your business was a person, that's Jancy. That's Jancy. So
Yeah.
wow. Yes, Dorothy, do you have anything to ask Jancy?
With Coach Jensen's, story, it's really self-explanatory. So our viewers out there, the audience, and everybody who is watching us, just know that every 2 p.m. Pacific time we are here bringing you these amazing stories, entrepreneurs. It's not too late. Now you can resonate with our guest today that she's planning to retire within 6 years from now. So it's never too late to start something for yourself. If at all, whatever you're doing, you feel like your goals will take forever for you to achieve them. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing, my dear. And of those issues, I saw that you definitely had some technical issues. I loved that you are not wait for you didn't wait for somebody to like babysit you. Let me say that, right? You are trying like not like some people, with that is the true person who is,
She
the
took she took matters in her hands.
exactly. So it's like this is my business. It's not my coach, it's not my mentor, however much they're there, but this is my business. So I saw that you encountered some, technical challenges or obstacles in developing or maintaining your online platform. And apart from your family, let me say your son to help you, how did you overcome them, like the other technical challenges?
Um, Mainly, I watch the training site. When I am stuck somewhere, I keep watching the training site, probably 2 times, 3 times. I watch, then I try to do it. And most of the time, I'll be okay after watching the training site 2, 3 times. Because first time when you watch, you may not get it quite
Yeah.
well because I am not very young. I don't have a young brain. So I have to watch 2, 3 times. Then I will do it. If I can't, then I always send a voice message to my mentor. My mentor is in UK. My coach is in USA. So two
Wow.
different zones. So
Right.
I send a voice message, but they are always there. As soon as they get my message, they will first, I will send it to my mentor. If she hasn't answered me or she hasn't seen, I will send the message to my coach. And if not, if she hasn't seen, we have got a WhatsApp group. So we have got such a amazing community, very supportive community. So anybody will see my question and they will answer me. So I never been stuck like one day or even hours. So I get the answer quickly if I can't fix anything.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. So that means if you've been there and you're like, I'm not a tech survey, I can't do this, I know this. I hope now you have your answer. You're holding your success on just your fingertips, right? So anyway, before we actually end, I'm gonna go back to David. If you can have, the last question for our guest and see how we can go from there.
All right. Thank you, Dorothy. Well, Jancy, Coach Jancy, things to learn about your experience.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you know how to leverage resources. You mentioned, and again, the true definition of a global online business. Imagine she says she's in Australia, her mentor is in the UK, her
Mm-hmm.
coach is in the US.
Yes.
Imagine that, because you would imagine
Yeah.
everybody's in Australia with her. So that's doing business at that level. But again, you knowing how to leverage these resources and know that, you know what, I do have a WhatsApp community or group, your first layer of support, being your mentor, your coach second, but then again, you have a group where you can throw things in, um, and I love the community for they're not gatekeepers. People for many businesses, people hold on to information like trade secrets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what's making me succeed. But in
Mm-hmm.
this in our business, people are open. There's nothing to gatekeep
Yeah.
because of the abundance. There's
Mm-hmm.
enough for everybody. You know what I mean?
Global.
Because
You can take
when you're
all the
dealing with,
global
yes,
market.
when you're dealing with billions of people, billions of a market of billions of people, you're dealing for most of these digital platforms, I believe they range between 1.5 billion to 3.5 billion active users wherever you go, maybe Facebook or Instagram, or, TikTok, YouTube,
You
um,
go.
any of these platforms where you can do something, where you can access people, you know, you're dealing with billions of people. What does that tell you? There's enough to go around, you know?
Oh,
Yes, and because there's enough
actually,
to go around, there's no need to get keep because there's nothing really special that can't be discovered out there. So
then I get that point, David. That's the
yeah,
reason as to why I don't know for our guests if it's in your community too, but I've realized that in our African community, we have this saying that if somebody is successful, they cannot share their blueprint to
yeah,
anybody else, right?
yeah,
I think that's where it comes in, right? According to what David was trying to explain. But when it comes to our business, it's a global. There's no blueprint here we're going to hide. As long as you are our fellow entrepreneur, you will go into exactly we are open to share unless you're not a potential partner. But if you are a potential partner, you have all access, nothing to hide.
yeah. So
All right.
there's nothing to get keep here. People are out there giving it all. So, you know, that's the beauty. And with that you
However,
can take advantage. Yeah, you can really take advantage of the community
mhm,
and the support that's there, and you'll find your answers. So you were right. I do have one last one for you, Jancy, before I can set you off. You've been very kind and patient with us. I realize you've really run out of time because it's
yeah.
a Monday morning. So I want to cut this, but quickly, can you share any valuable lessons or insights you've gained from your experience as an online business owner? What can you leave anybody that's watching us out there? What are you telling them? You know?
So this online business is actually, as you were saying, there is, the blueprint people won't give.
Mhm.
Even when you are studying in school, uni, or in your workplace, there is always competition. There is
Yeah.
always jealous people. But in this business, I never seen that. Everyone share their journey. If they know how they succeed, they share with others. So this is a there is no selfishness in this business.
No,
We like to support every single person. Those who are behind, we want to bring them up and help them to achieve where you are. So the achievement I have received, first of all, if I say my personal growth, I know financial growth is there, but apart from financial growth, I was so depressed. I wasn't looking like this um, 2 years ago because I've been in this business 2 years now. Out of 2 years, 8, 9 months, I didn't do anything. So 10,
I
11
see.
months of progress, I was able to earn a five-figure income pretty
Wow,
much every month.
congratulations.
in
I'm
10 what?
waiting for my sixth milestone very soon.
Oh,
So it was an amazing journey for me as a person. I was a depressed person. I even forgot to smile, but this business actually molded me as a person who I am right now. I can smile. I have a pleasant face now. Like before, it wasn't like that. I was so skinny. I was so depressed. People, when they see me, they know Still people see my 2 years before photograph and they said, oh my God, is it you? So it actually gives me a human personality, I would say. So personal growth, I learned so many things from this business. um, the technical side, the leadership. I never been in the social media. I could never do a live. Only live I can remember is, the journalists, they are doing live. In my life, I never dream about
Mhm.
doing live, but I can do live. You build your confidence, you build your leadership skills. There is a lot you can learn from here. So there is, of course, financial freedom. If I didn't come, I didn't take that step that time. If I was looking, staring at my situation, I would have been there. I would have been drowning again with multiple debts, no peace, no happiness. But when I took that step, I built my family, I can say so proudly. I not only I build the finance, I build my family, I support my family. So instead of ripping off every single person in my family, we were together again, and we were together, we are living happily, with multiple resources. I never cried out for finance. Oh God, I don't have money. I cleared all my credit cards, all my personal. I got two personal loans, so a very little amount only I need to pay. So I cleared all of that. I had three car loans. I cleared two car loans. I only have
Wow.
one car loans. So many things I'm supporting, the whole mortgage, the whole house, expenses I'm the one doing. I 8 years I didn't go to India. After 8 years only I went to India after I start this business. So my husband's ticket, my ticket I took. And then last year twice I went to India. All the ticket, my son came with me. So three of our ticket I spent. All the expenses. We went to North India where I studied nursing, and we went to see the places. So a lot of expenses, all I was able to do from this business. If I didn't start this business, I would never been where I am right now. I went to UK for the meetup. I went to Paris. I could never do this if I'm doing only one job. If I
Yeah.
do only nursing, I could never do this. My son came with me. I took his ticket. I took my ticket. So all these expenses
Oh,
is from
wait a
this
second.
business.
Is it
So
the son with the screenshot? Is it the son who helped you with the screenshot?
yes,
So
yes.
what is he saying now?
Yes, yes. So he is the one coming. He came with me in India, to India, and he came with me to UK and Paris. So this business is, I would say, it's a gold mine. You can get anything from here. Personal development, financial growth, personal growth, everything what you need, it's here. This is not scam. Those who are watching us outside, I'm just telling you, this is a real business. We are real people. And you can, if you take one step today, you will never regret in your life. I was regretting why I didn't take a step 5 years before.
I know.
I would have been where I can't imagine where I would have been.
Of course.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Jancy. Thank you so much for those final words. Wow. It now takes me back to your son, the one that was like, "Mom, what's wrong with
What
you?
are
Don't
you
tell
doing?
nobody whatever you're doing." And now he's taking a flight with you to go visit
Yes.
destinations. I mean, you can imagine, what does he say now after seeing that? Oh, the money is now coming. I think he gets now this scam is a good scam. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for sticking it out here with us up to this end
Almost
of
an
the
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
Um, I hope we can find another time to have this chat. I believe we will, and bring you back to say something to our viewers. Otherwise, thank you again. Have a wonderful week ahead. Dorothy, do you have anything to say before I can say bye-bye to our guests?
Yes. Actually, on your journey, you had said that you lost your mom. Sorry about that. May her soul rest in peace. And it's sad that you didn't have that last high on her. May God bless her whenever she is. And thank you so much. Preparing you and coming on this live. I remember we have been back and forth. You're like, oh, coach, I'm enjoying in the UK. Hope I'm going to make it. I'm like, no worries. It's a, it's a, that is a power of controlling your living life on your own terms. No person is dictating you need to report at this time, you need to do this, you need to do this. So I'm glad you're here, and thank you so much. I know you woke up like 6 a.m. just to prepare yourself for this. Thank you. We really don't take that for granted, and we appreciate you and all our viewers out there. Uganda, is it morning there?
Yeah, people are in bed in Uganda.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, David. Hi, how are you? So
Thank you.
I
Thank
was
you.
thinking, thank you. Oh, I can see this one is in Canada. Hey, Nabanja, how are you doing? Thank you, guys, all of you for watching. Just know that every Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, we are here. Get inspired. So don't just be, watch and leave it there. Take action so that the change, it's not going to change itself without you. It needs that action from you, and when you're praying to God, I love today's session that everything was faith driving, whatever it was going on. If you can pray to God, but at the end of the day, if the opportunity you've been praying for, it's in front of you and you don't take action, you will keep praying. A lot of opportunities will still come out, but you will not get any change because no action, right? So that is for me. Back to you, David. And thank you so much, everybody.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again for bringing me into your page. And thank you. God bless you all.
All
All
right, thank you
right.
so much, Jancy. And wherever you're
Thank
watching
you.
us, please don't forget, if you need to learn more about the business we're talking about from whichever page you are, click in the bio section, in the details,
Description.
sorry. In the
Oh,
description is a
description and
link.
bio, they can still
Yes,
find it.
description bio, there's a link. Click on the link, it will take you to our website where you can find more information. Pretty much you'll sign in to unlock a video that will explain what this business is all about, get the first glimpse of what it is, and then we can have a one-on-one whenever you're ready. And with those few words, I would like to say have a wonderful week ahead of you, and see you next time, Sunday, 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. What is it, 10 p.m. UK?
Yes, I think UK time, yeah.
UK, and in Australia,
It's
what time is
7
that?
a.m.
6:30
7
a.m. We
a.m.
start
Yes,
at
Well, it's 6
6:30.
7 a.m. Australia, yeah.
Australian time. Thank you and bye-bye.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless.
God bless
Okay,
you
bye.
too.
Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet.